Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another edition of your favorite show, the one, the only Reds View. Now, before I begin this video, make sure you do me a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, hit that like button. Hit the like button or the dislike button. It is all good. Just make sure that you give some type of feedback, drop a comment, anything of that sort. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and talk about it, man. I have to give a huge applause to Usher Raymond. Usher killed it at the Super Bowl like I imagined that he would. One of the best Super Bowl performances, halftime performances that I've seen, and I got to give an applause to him. Now, it was a phenomenal show, but it did have some controversy that was attached to it. Now, it was remarkable. I hate the fact that everything went so fast, but that's what happens in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Noops, my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. We showed out there when we was doing Love in This Club. You saw us with the Canes and stuff like that. And also my alma mater, Jackson State University. Shout out to them. That was the marching band that was in there. So beautiful for the culture. But like I said, with that is controversy. The first thing I want to point out is Jermaine Dupri's outfit. Of course, you've been seeing that everywhere. People say he looked like the Penguin. People say got on him. Somebody said he looked like a stud going to the prom. All kind of stuff. Go look at that. Look at the socks that he had. But the main thing that I want to talk about in this particular video is the Alicia Keys and Usher romance on stage. Oh man. Now, that's been the biggest thing that came from this as far as social media. Everybody has been talking about Usher and Alicia Keys. Now, for those who've been hiding under a rock, when Usher performed, he had Alicia Keys out there. She opened up Being Off Note. I forgot what that song it was, but they went into My Boo. My Boo was a certified hit about 20 years ago. It was played everywhere. And they performed it together. Now, this thing, um, it led to this question that I'm asking right now. Are men being insecure about Usher and Alicia Keys? Now, what do you mean? Now, if you're looking at this thumbnail, you see that Usher and Alicia Keys were all on each other, or should I say, Usher was all on Alicia Keys. Now, this has been, of course, causing an online debate amongst men and women, women have been chiming in on it too. But the thing is, I want to get to is the insecurity part because Usher thinks that he's slick. Usher thinks that he's slick. I mean, you've seen it. He's been groping on women at his serenading women, I should say, serenading and groping on women at his Las Vegas residency. It caused an uproar this summer with the whole Keke Palmer and her boyfriend situation, her baby daddy situation. You've seen him try to do it to Saweetie. You've seen Usher just try to get it in with anybody and everybody that was there, any woman, right? So him and Alicia Keys, if you're looking at this thumbnail, he was all on Alicia Keys. Now, when I was watching it, I was like, okay, shout out to them, and I thought they were gonna just kind of dance together. But Usher, did y'all see when he like slick, like touched her ass, like touched her on the hip and her, and I was like, damn, like what the, and his hand was all the way damn near to her kitty cat damn near to her kitty cat. So it just kind of looked like, damn. Now, of course, everybody was saying, oh my God, this is Swizz Beatz's wife. This is Swizz Beatz's wife. And it was a whole thing leading to, well, they're entertainers and, men, or you're insecure if you can't date an entertainer and let her perform. First of all, let me say this, man. I don't blame Alicia Keys at all for this. Alicia Keys didn't do anything wrong. Usher was being slick and Usher did something wrong. If I was Swizz Beatz, I would have felt a certain type of way, but shout out to Swizz Beatz because Swizz Beatz just went on social media and he was just like, look, man, despite get away from all the negative stuff. Look at these two, this queen and this king. They were in the Super Bowl. They did the halftime show. So he was doing what a husband's supposed to do. But I bet you behind closed doors, he pulled her like, look, don't you ever do no shit like that again. But the thing is, it was Usher. Usher was serenading her on live television on the biggest platform in the world, right? And Usher, he told you already. Now he told us this 20 years ago. Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. That's my for real. You know what I'm saying? He's been told us that. Even after the Keke Palmer situation happened, he said that Trey Songz is Mr. Steal Your Girl. He says, don't leave your girl around me. And he's showing us that time and time again. So Swizz Beatz You had to have known that was going to happen, but I'm just playing. Now, to on Alicia's side, right? Alicia didn't know that was going to happen. I'm sure they were supposed to kind of like walk together, kind of dance a little bit, but not the way Usher was doing it. It was definitely uncomfortable. And the question is, are men being insecure about it? Hell no. Hell no, men are not being insecure about the way Usher was on Alicia Keys. If that was my girl, my wife, you know what I'm saying, my fiance, I would feel a certain type of way about it. However, I do understand the act of selling the moment. And yes, if you do date an entertainer, especially if they're an actor, actress, they may have some love scenes. They're in the entertainment aspect, and this is what comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that aspect, but Usher was out of line. That's a married woman, despite you trying to sell it, and I get it, but he was overselling. Usher definitely was overselling. Now, Alicia Keys is innocent in this situation because for all you men who were just trying to get on Alicia Keys, making podcasts, talking about, oh, she was cheating on her husband. How's she gonna do that and embarrass her husband? Let me tell y'all something, man. Do you think Alicia Keys knew exactly what Usher was doing, or he was gonna do that? You could look on her face and tell she was like, oh, now she looked flattered. She looked flattered, but I highly doubt Alicia Keys was aware that that was going to happen. But my question is this: since it was happening, what the hell was she supposed to do? What was she supposed to do? Was she supposed to stop him and be like, Usher, oh my God, stop it. I have a husband. On live television, on the biggest show, in the biggest show in the world, on live television, the Super Bowl, that's the granddaddy of them all. Was she supposed to stop the performance and say, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable? Oh my God, I have a husband. What was she supposed to do? So if you're saying she was disrespecting her husband, you tell me what was she supposed to do? Because you know what? If that was my wife and everything, and I know she's a established R&B diva, R&B singer, R&B sensation, and she's on the biggest platform, that's gonna bring us more money home. So I would have been like, hey, do your thing. Now, of course, if Usher was trying to tongue kiss her, everything like that's when you got to draw the line. But he was giving all that warm embrace. He was giving that warm embrace, but he took it too far. Like, I would have felt a certain type of way if I was Swizz Beatz. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't feel like a man is being insecure about that. Now, the thing is, if you know that your person is in the entertainment field, and they have a song called My Boo, then you should kind of be aware of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they made that song before y'all were together. And it was so funny because people were just like, I don't know why people talking about Alicia. She's been cheated on. She didn't cheat on Swizz Beatz, but the whole thing with Swizz Beatz left Mashonda in order to be with Alicia Keys. So she steals husbands and he cheated on his wife. So what's the big deal? But anyway, it was a big mess. But I think that Usher took it too far. And Alicia Keys, I mean, what was she supposed to do? But you could look on her face and tell she was shocked and surprised that it was happening. But I mean, she just played along with it. That's what you got to do. You got to sell the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like say if she was twerking on him. Now, if she started bending over, busting it wide open for Usher and stuff like that, oh hell yeah, nah, you wouldn't have seen no post from Swizz Beatz. You know what I'm saying? I would have been all on the fella side, like, hey, hell nah. But a lot of men, any man who feels like Alicia Keys was in the wrong and embarrassed her husband, you might have some insecurities because you got to look at it logically, like what was she supposed to do at that point? At the Super Bowl, right? This isn't just your regular show, your regular concert. This was at the Super Bowl. So she had to sell the moment. And I mean, I can't imagine what else she would have done. And then all she did was kind of laughing along. She was playing, but he was all up on her side, all rubbing up on her. Like his hands were going a little bit below the belt. Like I was looking at it like when he did that, I said, okay, he did this and then went like that. It's hot. I was like, okay, Usher kind of going in. And then when he warmed, embraced her and was rocking with her and stuff like that, it was too much. I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't too much, but what was Alicia supposed to do in that situation? I don't think that Alicia disrespected her marriage. Usher disrespected the marriage because he knew he could do that, the whole serenade thing, and get away with it. So if Swizz Beatz were to be mad, he would be mad at Usher, but I don't think it was that big of a deal, to be honest. It wasn't that major to throw hands. You know what I'm saying? And the only way Alicia Keys could have disrespected her husband is if she was, like I said, bending over, like all up on Usher, but Usher came from her backside. It's like he just forced himself on her, was just like rocking with her. So that was a bit much. That was a bit much, but nonetheless, I enjoyed the halftime show. You can let me know in the comments how you felt about the halftime show. Was it top 10? Was it top 5? How did you feel about that? Overall, I really did enjoy it. But I didn't enjoy Usher's album that came out. I could have told y'all that that wasn't gonna be anything. I heard it. I wasn't surprised by it. Usher's problem is that he's trying to appeal to the young audience, Afro beats, pop, hip hop, and his core fan base all at the same time, and it's way too much. That's making his album sound all over the place. So if you get a chance to check out Coming Home, that's his new album he just put out. I mean, hopefully you find something that you like. I only like, outside of Good Good, the song with 21 Savage and Summer Walker. It was only like 2 other songs that I like from it. So, but anyway, man, let me know in the comments what you felt about that situation. Did Usher take it too far? Should Swizz Beats be mad? Are men being insecure? Are men being insecure? Should Swizz Beats be mad? And did Usher take it too far? Let me know in the comments what you think about that.